series really is over. But if we don't air this scenario to promote their organization, some women from St. Louis say that they're going to drive up here to Chicago and hunt us down and beat the crap out of us, and they know where we live.
This scene takes place in a restaurant.
Let me just say that I am incredibly grateful for the scholarship that the Institute gave me. I wouldn't have been able to go to grad school, let alone get my PhD in genetic engineering without it.
Oh, no, it was all you. We were looking for the best and the brightest of female scientific minds, and you were the first of 180 recipients that we gave grants to. We're happy to help all of you.
Oh, and there are just so many terrible diseases that are afflicting women, and I just can't wait to start getting to work so I can begin to give back to the Institute.
Oh, but we recruited you for something much more important than working on diseases.
Oh, really? What am I going to be doing then?
Regardless of what most of the women who've been watching this web series think, the genders have never been compatible. And that's why evolution had to make women blind, so we would put up with men's crap long enough to perpetuate the species. But now that the human genome has been mapped, it's now possible for us to take matters into our own hands and build the men we've always wanted to from scratch.
And that's why we recruited you, to be the head of research at the Women's Institute of Genetic Engineering.
Okay, when I signed my contract...
And while you were in grad school, we started a nationwide campaign to fund the Institute. And we were shocked when the money started to pour in by the millions.
I'll bet half of the women right here in this restaurant, and all who've been watching this web series, will get so pissed at their husband sometime this week that they'll make yet another phony charge on his credit card, which will end up in our coffers.
Okay, don't you see the ethical problems with this?
Just the opposite. Alter men's genetics, and you'll not only have the lives we've always wanted, you'll end wars, stop global warming, and eliminate most crime all at the same time.
You want me to develop gene replacement techniques so no woman will ever have to worry about their guys fooling around on the side?
Swans mate for life. Find whatever gene is responsible for that and make the switch.
If you'd been married as long as we had been, you'd understand.
Unfortunately, I've had my share of lack of male commitment, but still.
That and their instinct to hunt is totally useless today. So fix it. So the next generation of men will no longer have the desire to buy a $25,000 boat, like my husband did, just to catch a $10 worth of fish.
Seriously, you want me to come up with stem cell techniques just to give men a skosh more estrogen?
Only 2% of the male population is capable of giving us the emotional depth we demand from our relationships. And most of them are gay hairdressers. Test a bunch of them. Find out how much estrogen is necessary to make our husbands as nurturing, sensitive, compassionate, and as fun as they are. And correct the faulty chromosome. I'm thinking about the chicken salad. How about you?
I'm feeling like pasta salad. Don't go too far with that estrogen thing. We still like our men with big muscles and broad shoulders and tight butts.
Okay, who doesn't like that in their man, but still?
While we're on the subject of sex hormones, whatever you do, don't mess with the gene that gives the men the endurance to play intensive sports like football or soccer or hockey for hours on end. Just fix it so the men will have to use the same amount of energy and time for foreplay before they can climax.
Having your husband come in 30 seconds, roll over, and fall asleep is a real drag.
Tell me about it, but still.
There are hundreds of things on that list to keep you busy for a lifetime. Everything from eliminating farting to giving men bigger penises.
Do them. Save all future generations of women from the kinds of husbands we've had to put up with, and I'll nominate you for a Nobel Prize in genetics myself.
Nobel Prize?
That's assuming 3 billion other women don't beat you to the punch.
To the Institute. Making women's lives all that they should be through genetics.
We hope that you've had as much fun watching this series as we've had making it. Now everyone pair up with someone special and have great Battle of the Sexes makeup sex.
You know we will!